Let's go. Let's go. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Rise and Slay Morning Show. I am your host, Rochelle Slay Queen, or Slay Hemingway, the CEO and founder of Slay to Success, where I empower women, professionals, and organizations to achieve this professional success that they're looking for by boosting image and impact. All right. So I am your expert when it comes to personal branding, as well as a certified image consultant, a professional keynote speaker, and a United States Air Force veteran serving 30 years. Huh? So thank you all for being here. And as you come on in, make sure that you give me a shout out and let me know where you're tuning in from, because you could have been anywhere, but you decided this morning you were going to spend a little time with me. And so, as also an author of three types of books, if you will, one here is my book called Slay to Success, which is about my military career experiences and what the word slay means in its entirety. Slay means to kill it, to dominate it, and to nail it, to be on point, to impress greatly, and to dream big and work hard until you own it. It is also an acronym. S stands for stay ready to be ready. L, lead out loud. A sense of community, a sense of family. And Y, you are built to last. And so this morning, y'all, we're going to tackle the question of whether or not your brand is actually taking the risk that it needs to be elevated. Because our personal brand has to be different from the competition that is out there. If you think that your personal brand is going to withstand competition without you putting a little bit of risk in it, I'm just here to tell you that it's probably not going to happen. So, here on the Rise and Slay show, we talk about how to empower yourself, how to ignite success, and to elevate your mindset. All right. So, let's just dig right on in. Again, if you are here and you are coming into the show, make sure that you put in your name. All right. Tell us where you're streaming in from so that way I can give you a shout out. So, happy to slay again. So, one of the things that I realized, okay, and I'm going to share with you how my brand has elevated and now it's evolved in some very powerful ways. One of the first things is I have embraced my authenticity. Okay. I'm true to who I am. I am building trust and creating these genuine connections. So I'm embracing my strengths. I have some very unique strengths, as all of us do. We have our own experiences and our perspectives. So, what makes us different? All right. Rather than trying to fit in with everybody else. All right. This is a robot land. All right. And what I mean by robot land, there are a lot of people who are talking the same, walking the same, and that is not distinctive and that is not going to make you stand out from the crowd. I'll just tell you right now. So, how do we embrace our authenticity? Well, based on my experience, we shared stories. Okay. Share your personal stories about your journey, share about your challenges and your successes, and connect with the audience that you're trying to talk to. You got to show your personality. I have a lot of quirks, y'all. All right. I have a lot of quirks that I have accepted to be who I am. And we have to stay consistent. We have to ensure our personal brand aligns with the values and the actions across all these platforms. Now, there's a million and one platforms out here. All right. So, are you being consistent? Hey, my queen, Sharice is in the building. Thank you for showing up live with us today on today's Rise and Slay Morning Show. I hope that you're doing well, and I'm glad that you popped in. All right. Next, we've had to take these calculated risks. Now, a robust personal brand empowers us to take these calculated risks that can prepare our career, our business, our personal life forward. So we have to clearly understand our brand and we have to identify the opportunities that align with our goals and our values, even if they involve stepping out of our comfort zones. Okay, so we got to set our clear goals. We have to research and we have to be prepared. We have to embrace failure at learning. Next, we've got to learn and leverage our unique value proposition. whatever that sets us apart from other people. It's our skills, perspectives, our experience, which are different. And you've got to understand what those are and bring those to the table. When we know our unique value proposition, which the acronym is UVP, we position ourselves as the go to expert in that field. All right. So you have to do some things. Hey, Tish, good morning. Good morning to you too. Thank you for dropping in on the live Rise and Slay morning show. So today we're talking about taking calculated risk with your personal brand and what that looks like. We also have to identify our strengths, all right? Showcase our expertise. We have to be innovative. We have to adapt, all right? We have to keep up on what's going on out here and stay relevant. We have to be open to new ideas, network like crazy, okay? And we network strategically because building a strong network is vital for us to be different. And our personal brand can help us attract like minded professionals or people that we want in our circles, and those opportunities align with our goals. All right. So I've just shared with you some things here. And so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down to specifically what I have been doing and taking these risks to elevate my brand. All right. Now, you can take on some of these things, maybe one of those things, and try it out and see, because I have been able to get ample opportunities on opportunities by doing some very specific things. So, good morning, Leslie. Welcome to the Rise and Slay morning show. Hope you're feeling well. We just came off of a call, so I know you are up and at it. So thank you for being here live. And yes, it is sunny outside. That's why, hence, I've got on short sleeve shirt. It is warm here in the DMV. Okay, so let me just share with you all what I have specifically been doing or what I have done so that way you can. I'm looking on my pages here, y'all. Okay, so first of all, I've embraced my unique experiences and strengths, all right, and transforming them into a compelling narrative that resonates with my audience. I know this to be true because I continually get called to go on professional speaking engagements, keynote speaking engagements, doing presentations. I have a few clients that I'm working with on helping to grow and evolve their personal brand. Some folks are trying to get back into a new career. Some are transitioning out of the military. Some are going back into the workforce. All right. So these are the specific things that I am going to share with you that I have been doing. All right. Now, as you all know, I served 30 years in the United States Air Force. Huh? That's an extensive military background. I'm talking about 3 decades of being in uniform, which is a whole new world outside of, regular world, if you will. But I built a brand that has exuded my authority and my authenticity. And my story of resilience and leadership resonates deeply with the clients that I'm working with, and it helps them to trust my expertise and guidance. All right. So, what is it that you are doing or have an extensive background in? And are you establishing yourself as the authority? That's the first question. Okay. Next, I've differentiated myself by offering a holistic approach to image consulting. So I got my image consulting certification a few months ago. But this holistic approach is not just about the appearance, it's also about behavioral coaching, it's also about personal branding strategies. This comprehensive service model sets me apart from other consultants who solely focus on fashion. All right. Yes, I love fashion. As you can see, I have on a pink, orange type top, but I have the bottoms that matched. All right. Leslie always, appreciates when I say I'm fully dressed. Okay. And I understand that fashion for me is one of my strong suits. I love to go shopping. I love putting pieces together, but I am turning this into more of a holistic, and it's very innovative. So when people come to me, they're just not going to get okay, we're going to go to the store and we're going to get dressed up and la da 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 da. You're going to be able to know what behaviors you need to exhibit, all right, and the different scenarios that you're walking into. And you're also going to take away some personal branding strategies. All right. So the next is engagement and influence. Here is yet another way that I've been out here, putting myself out here, y'all. These are risk. This is very high risk because when you put yourself out here on these platforms, you are essentially setting yourself up to be criticized, or people coming back to you, challenging you, and all the other things, right? But if you believe in what you're actually doing, then you will be able to show up on these platforms and be engaged and have the influence that you need to elevate your personal brand. So I host not only this show, which is the Rise and Slay Morning Show, which is every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I also host the Slay to Success Talk Show, which is on selected Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I bring in individuals who are in alignment with leadership, wellness, mindset, and personal branding. All right. This has amplified my reach and my influence in so many different ways, because not only am I talking to my audience, but I'm talking to my guest's audience as well. And this connects us to a broader audience where we can share our valuable insights, empower others on their journey to success. Okay? So that's another way. All right? Taking calculated risk. That's what we're talking about on your personal brand. Now, I am a continuous learner. I have seen that in myself. When I retired in 2021, I immediately enrolled into my master's degree program. And within a year's time, I received my master's of science degree in strategic leadership. All right. I also took on a certification, image consultant certification, which has all been a game changer for me. I'm using my expertise in leadership and pairing the image certification together. I also have a motivational speaking certification as well. This adds credibility to my brand. And this ensures that I'm always at the forefront of the industry with the best practices. Again, ask yourself, do you need to take on another certification? Do you need to get a degree? What do you need to do to elevate your brand where you are always continually learning? Maybe it is a workshop. All right. I take free workshops online, in person, all the time because I don't know what I don't know. All right. Again, I was in an environment where I was given opportunities to get certifications from the military, but it looks different when I retired. So ask yourself, what do I need to do to invest in my education? All right. So that way you can be on top of mind. This is what the personal branding is all about. You want to set yourself apart from everybody else and be top of mind. All right. Next, community building. Okay. So I foster a strong community around my brand. Slay to Success, all right, is not just for anyone. It's for people who want to see themselves elevate, be excellent in their skill, want to do more, be more, get more. Okay. And so I engage with my audience through the social media. As you all know, LinkedIn is my first platform. All right. Facebook is number two, Instagram is number three. All right. And I have created this strategy because I know where my audience is. So look at your social media. Where do you want people to be following you? And then I also engage with workshops. I have offered Elevate Your Presence workshop several times. And so now I'm going to elevate that and do another workshop with different focus, but all in the vein of slaying to success. Okay. So, I also do one-on-one consultations because that helps build this loyal following that values my advice and looks to me for inspiration. The other day on LinkedIn, on one of the posts, I shared 3 women that I have worked with intimately over the past year or so. And they all have done amazing things. One got promoted to master sergeant, one resigned from their job, and they're actually got two client proposals right now that they're working on. And the other one DM me on LinkedIn, and she wanted advice on her interview. I gave her advice about how she can bring her true authentic self. And guess what, y'all? She got hired. Okay. I produce results. All right. And I know that my clients who come to me, what they're looking for. And so they're looking for inspiration, and I can provide that all day long. All right. Again, I'm a community builder, and I love to say that, but ask yourself, are you actually doing that for yourself or for the community that you're trying to reach for to elevate your brand? Now, I have done a lot of personal growth over the past 3 years. The journey from military service to entrepreneurship has not only enhanced my professional life, but it also has enhanced my personal growth. And so I've embraced new challenges. I've been stepping out of my comfort zone, which has boosted my confidence level and has opened up new opportunities. All right. These calculated risks has been essential to the growth and evolution of my personal brand. All right. So we are going to go back from the top. I have embraced authenticity. I am unique in my own way. I have my own quirks. I have my own things that I do that people sometimes don't get, but I have accepted that to be for what it is. And I am showing up in that. I am a continuous learner. I have gotten, again, degree, my 2 certifications, and also produce these books, y'all. I've got these 2 books that I just published. All right. These are found on Amazon. One here is for anyone, okay, who wants to elevate their image, man, woman, whomever, right? And then this one is for over 40, Own Your Power, for women over 40. Now, these are different ways because I have learned how to self publish my own book. It was FREE. Okay. It was FREE. And that's where I'm at right now. So just understand, what is it that you can bring and be a continuous learner on in your zone of genius? And you have to engage deeply with your audience. Hence, that's why I've created 2 shows. All right. One show where I have a guest and I bring them in, they're in alignment. And this show right here, right? This show right here is where I am actually talking by myself about image consulting and personal branding. Oh, yes, Cherise, thank you so much for purchasing the books, and you're gifting a set too. Yes, Queen. Because guess what? That is what I truly wanted, is to get this word out, bring about the inspiration that I know some of us need to either get back on track, you know, and really understand at our age, okay, because I'm not afraid to say that I'm almost 52, y'all. Sometimes we feel like we're being lost, or we're feeling invisible, or we're not quite sure what our next move is. These are why I created the book, so that way you can draw some, strategies and take 2 or 3 things and see if they can work for yourself. All right. So I've managed to differentiate myself and move beyond the middle of the pack. I did it when I was in uniform, and now I'm doing it outside of that because I understand. I went, y'all, to the Prince George County courthouse, and I was the keynote speaker on Thursday for a military ceremony, appreciation ceremony. In the audience was just so many things. All right. There was a lot of veterans there, okay, older veterans, younger veterans. There's also judges, servant leaders like lawyers, attorneys, civic leaders. It was in a space I had never been before. But I realized, because I have had this slay mantra, which is the foundational piece to everything that I do, that I was able just to speak freely and be able to do it with ease. Yes, I was nervous, as I'm always am, but actually got my message out. All right. So Tisha Jazzy finally let me back up my keyboard. I'm so relieved that I finally settled on the new Tishpiration and Tispiration logo and colors. Now I can focus on what is next. Yes. And that is the key, Queen. All right. When you know what you're supposed to be doing and what is most fitting for you, then you can actually get the momentum that you need to elevate your personal brand. All right. So if you're ready to take your personal brand to new heights, remember that calculated risk are the key to standing out and achieving greatness. All right. I've just shared with you the many things. Now, let me just share with you too. So I'm going to have a post out here on LinkedIn. Okay, let's read. I have felt lost since I lose my mom 2 months ago. I'm trying to find myself outside of being her caregiver. Your books will help me. Yes, they will help you, Queen. And yes, it is so true. When we have had a life where we are taking care of other people, and now, and these are life transition moments, right? It could be losing a parent. And many of us had, especially at our age, as we get older, they're getting older. So I lost my dad in 2021 as well. So you understand, and I understand where you're at too. Sometimes we can feel like what we don't know what to do next with ourselves. And people have had, empty nester syndrome where their kids are going back to college and they don't know, what they're doing and so forth. And so this is a way for you to really figure out what is happening, right? And Tish says, I was so lost in this process. I never thought about branding it separately. It took a minute to get my bearings while life was life. And yes, and life will always be lifing for us. Always. It does not matter, all right? Because we're living, all right? And things, we have to shift. Sometimes we have to pivot from where we're at. We have to take the time to realize what are we going to do and how are we going to do it. So we just have to understand that there are things that we could be doing. So things that you could be doing for free. Now I'm going to have a LinkedIn post out here, y'all, and I'm going to share with you. I'm going to give you a preview of what that post is going to look like. So, because I've already written it up, but I want to offer this to anyone who's kind of like, I don't have the funds, if you will, to elevate my personal brand. And that's where I'm at too. I am still in the learning phase. I'm still actively working on my personal brand. And so here are the top 10 things that I am doing that are very inexpensive to amplify our professional presence. One, I'm using LinkedIn. Okay. LinkedIn, I can showcase my expertise, my thought leadership, and I can connect with like minded professionals. It is my go to. All right. So if you don't have a LinkedIn profile, I would highly recommend that you do. And if you need some support in that, reach out and I'll help you with that. I attend free, okay, FREE networking events and webinars. All right. A lot of the places where you see, if you've seen me, pictures or whatever, there are free opportunities for me to connect to new people. And I also do free webinars. I go on Score, I go on SBA, I find things and I listen to it. Yes. So, yeah, Tisha is writing these out for me. So, use LinkedIn, number one. Number two, attend free networking events. Number three, share your knowledge through videos, podcasts, blogs, or public speaking. These are all FREE. Okay. FREE. I mean, it may cost you a little gas money to go to these speaking things, but if you do it online in the virtual space, it's FREE. You could be blogging, right? So share your knowledge. Absolutely. All right. Next is you could enroll in free or low cost online or in person courses. Okay. There are a lot of courses out here. Some of the courses I pay $25. Some courses I pay $97. That's where I'm at right now. Okay. Because I understand that there is certain knowledge out there that I don't know that I want more information about. But again, there's a lot of free things out here. All right. You can invest in a few high quality, versatile wardrobe pieces. All right. Now, I'm saying all this. Where do I go shopping at? I go shopping at Marshall's. That's my number one. Okay. Then I go to TJ Maxx. All right. And then if I can't find something there, I go to Macy's, but I'm not shopping in the clothing section where things are full price. I am a budget type person, and I'm looking for pieces that I can put with other pieces so I don't have to spend a lot of money on my wardrobe. This is how we should be approaching our things, especially when we're trying to elevate. Because when I talk about personal branding, some people think it's just for celebrities. It is not. Okay. All right. It is not. In Canada, it would be Marshalls and Winners, I think. Yep. Absolutely. And I've heard of Winners, but I have never shopped there before. So I would have to look that up. It's probably very similar. All right. Next, we need to find a mentor, okay, and ask for peer reviews, all right, to see how our personal brand is being perceived by other people. I got people all the time who give me feedback, and then I ask for feedback. All right. I'm always asking, hey, what subjects should I be speaking to? What do you want to hear more of? And so, y'all, make sure you give me your feedback, all right, because I would love to know. We got to practice our elevator pitch. That is free. Create your elevator pitch on what you bring to the table and practice, 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 practice. So when you go into networking events, you already have it and you don't have to figure it out at the last second. All right. Next, we got to use these free online tools for resumes, for graphics. All right. Again, I use Canva. All right. Canva is where you can create a lot of graphics. You can put your own spin on it, personalize, customize it. It is FRE. I do not pay for any subscriptions that are not the basic. That's not where I'm at right now. When I am a little bit more able to afford the prices of the pro and all the other systems that they have out here where you can get more, then okay. But right now, you can just use the free online tools to create your graphics. That's right. So Tisha's putting out here, find a mentor, right? And ask for peer reviews. Use free online tools to create your graphics for your personal brand. All right. And then Monica, hey Queen, thank you for showing up. She says she loves Canva. Yes, Canva should be, if for any creator, for anyone who has a small business, anyone who's looking to put thought leadership out there, you can create all kinds of things. Okay, you can create all kinds of things with Canva. It may take a little bit of time for you to figure it out, but once you do, you're on fire. All right. Next is you can need to take advantage of library resources. Okay, y'all. I was just in my local library on Saturday and I got a few books and I was walking around. I was like, you can they have spaces where you can collaborate at. They got a lot of things in the library nowadays. Okay. Tish says I use Canva Pro. Love it. It helps me work on my own brand and to support others when I help them to manage their brand. Absolutely. Absolutely. And yep, take advantage of the library resources. You will be amazed how much these libraries have changed over the years. I was surprised. I did not have to check out my books at the counter. They have these little kiosks now. It's a whole thing. Okay. But they have resources in there where they provide free classes on how to do Microsoft, how to do resumes, how to do whatever. All right. Just check it out. Got my library card. I'm ready to go. All right. Then the last thing is we need to offer our time and our skills to industry related volunteer opportunities to expand our network and our visibility. So I'll just share just quickly. I have been volunteering for the NCMA Metro MD. It's just one of the many places where I'm volunteering my time. And this is a government contract entity, a group of people. And so what I'm doing is checking in people for the dinners that they have once a month with one of my friends who's also in business. And they asked me if I would be able to do that. Absolutely. Why? Because I am opening up my aperture and learning about an industry I never really knew about and getting some more information. So yes, you know what? Update your resume, get help if you need it. Absolutely. So I've basically given you all some free tips, okay, on how to elevate your brand. This is something that you can start to work on if you feel like you need to. And then also, I talked about taking calculated risk because it's essential to the growth and evolution of your personal brand. Okay? So, thank y'all for being here today on this Tuesday. Make sure that you are sharing and subscribing. If you have not subscribed to my channels, make sure that you do, making some changes in there, making sure that the titles are right, so that way you can kind of go back and look, and you can binge watch all you want. Okay, you can spend the next 3-4 days binge watching if you like on all of my videos. There's so much in there. All right, and thank you all for showing up here live. So I had Sharice, Tish, Leslie, and Monica. Thank you so much for being here live with me. Okay. And I know that y'all are like, well, what should I be doing? Well, you should keep on slaying until you can't slay no more. All right. And I will see you all very, very soon. So take care, and off I am. I am out of here.
Yeah.